I do want to talk about Trump renaming the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center.
It's weird. It's
so, first of all, fucking grow a sack and call it the Trump Center. The Trump Kennedy Center?
Like hyphen name.
What are you, a law firm that's combining with each other?
Or like a couple, that was like, actually, we're going to take both our names. Like in the 90s, though, where it was like, where they were like, the man didn't want to be. It's a weird, it's just for Trump. You're like, why wouldn't you just take it?
Look, let's just hope it's,
all these name changes, like, it's just going to get changed back. Like, as soon as you're gone, day one is just renaming everything again. Like,
maybe, but then is that going to be the pattern of like going back? And I think like, listen, when Democrats get back in power, they're going to do that thing of like, let's not do what Trump did. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to go, you know what? Look at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Is that how you say it? The Grand Ole Opry?
Yeah.
The Grand Ole Opry. Well, it's now called the Grand Old Zoran Opry. Like, I think we go hard. We go. Oh yes, we go. It's instead of the White House, it's now the Lena Dunham House. We do everything that they hate. We cannot take this big a hit. I'm not saying we got to go forever, but Democrats do that thing where they don't ever want to play dirty. No, and you have to be like, hey, next time, don't do this shit because it's fucking annoying.
I think you change it back to what it was. So it's just resetting. So it's just nothing ever happened. Like, it's like no impact. I think if you rename things, then it's like, then it will be such an annoying thing of, I don't want to hear about it. So if you just
I'm glad we got a good old centrist on the podcast to balance me out. We need to.
Oh, you're so, like, but we're agreeing what he's doing is annoying. So why be it like, if you're just take it away, you're like, the power's gone. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Teach a lesson. What are some other conservative?
You're like, the lesson is nothing. It didn't matter. It was a waste of our time. It's a waste of our time to do this shit. So you're like, it's just, okay, you did that. Cool. It didn't mean anything at all. Here's the names back to what they were.
Listen. Hopefully it's not the only thing Trump has in common with JFK. I just, it's so incredible how Trump is just such this balance where conservatives will like hate art or they hate artists in Hollywood. And then the first thing they want to do is like be a part of the Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
Trump is literally hosting the Kennedy Center honors, and I forget who the honorees are this year, but it's it's like Kid Rock, it's
probably Kelsey Grammer, usually.
And that's tough because I will be like, he deserves it.
Wait, so but who is it? Can we look it up?
Yeah, can you look up Paige who?
Oh my God, there's a thing on their website. It says we are experiencing high traffic. Hold on, let me see if I can get it.
The Kennedy Center?
Yeah, like it's like a queue for like a Ticketmaster, like when you're trying to buy tickets to a concert that just went on sale. This is so
maybe
crazy.
It's working. Maybe the rebrand is working.
Look.
Wow.
I was trying to find the honors.
Meet the honorees. Who we got here? A lot of Kiss.
Oh, good.
Kiss. George Strait, country music icon. Tony Award-winning stage and screen star Michael Crawford. Grammy-winning disco pioneer Gloria Gaynor. And Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, Sly.
Now, do you assume that all these people are conservatives? I know the ones that are, but like, is Gloria Gaynor or Michael Crawford, are they like,
I mean,
that's what I'm curious about.
He was Phantom, right? I think.
Oh, really?
He was the original Phantom of the Opera. I don't know, but I feel like if you're saying yes, there's got to be.
Yeah. There was a lot of no's. I think they should have to list all of the no's before they announce who it is.
Yeah.
Here's the 100 artists who said no to this. I just think one thing that I'm feeling as we get older is like, you think about what's the airport called? JFK.
Yeah.
The Kennedy Center in general, all these things named after presidents. And of course there's going to be more Obama things and Bush things and Clinton things, and then Trump. And I don't ever want to have to go to the Trump airport.
Yeah.
And it feels so unnecessary. So I guess this is just part of like, there's like propaganda, like of like the immediate propaganda, like, hey, we need you to support this war right now. And then there's like the deeper cultural, this is our legacy propaganda. This is like why they wanted to keep those Confederate statues up, and why it was like, fucking get rid of them. Why are we continuing this as part of the legacy? The losers of the Civil War.
Yeah.
And I think about all those times where you go to the Italian restaurant and they show George Bush was here once, and like holding on to these people with such horrible legacies at the end of the day, or let's just move on.
Yeah.
And having to, the day that we will have to go to the I was going to say our children, but I know, Russell, we'll send, you have to go to the Trump airport, have to go to the Trump library. And I don't like it.
I agree. I wonder. Yeah, it's so interesting because it's so hard for me to envision, like I think of my parents or my grandparents, the sort of respect that they had no matter what, even if they didn't like someone, there's sort of like it's the president, or it's the, and I just feel, I don't know if that exists as much in other generations or moving forward as much. So I think those names will still happen, but it's hard to imagine, like, I don't know. It
Do you think you'll forever, okay, so let's say President AOC, and you're in there's some like musical that's like super like popular that you're cast as one of the understudies, and they bring you all to the White House. You're gonna go if it's AOC,
okay.
right? Do you think you're gonna do you think as you get older you're gonna one day be like, it was an honor going to the White House today?
No.
Or do you think you'll
No, I just know it doesn't. I don't want to go. I didn't want to go in 8th grade when they were like, we're going to Washington D.C. I was like, why? I don't. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's a museum. It's that thing of like, I don't want to go to a museum. I don't want to. It does nothing for me. Does not titillate me, and especially now, all these changes that have been made, the gold and that big ballroom and the plaques everywhere. It just feels so busy.
These plaques are out.
Like, it's too much reading, and there's like under every little picture, it's like, actually, this is why this person's a bitch, and you're like, okay.
Can you pull up some of those plaques? So Trump, there's these pictures of presidents at the White House, which makes sense. And first of all, he replaced Biden's picture a while ago with a picture of an auto pen signing something because he's such a little bitch. Yeah, he replaced it with this. That was a thing, which is nuts. And then he added these garish plaques underneath. And so this is at the White House. This is where the kids go on tour. Which, let me just say this: the only thing that makes me not fully, I don't think this is good, but I do think there's a degree of, it reveals how hollow it all is.
Yeah.
How it all is just like trying to make nice. And this is garish and gross, and I do think it's weird you bring your kid there, but at least you can't sell your kid on the idea that, like, America's been this cohesive good thing that's been going along the way.
Yeah.
So there's not only one plaque but two, which aesthetically this looks
Again,
dreadful.
You're like, you gotta get it on one plaque, buddy. You can't have two.
It sounds like they sent it off and Trump was like, oh, one more thing.
Like he was like saying it as the person was making the plaque, and they just like, oh, okay, going on to plaque number 2. Like it's so chaotic and
nothing. Honestly, like Twitter's old character limits were aesthetically, it did help people. It gave people like a writing exercise, a little bit of rules and regulations.
Yeah.
So you go on your 8th grade trip. Imagine you go on your 8th grade trip to learn about the presidents, and you go, oh, why does that picture have a pen in it instead of an old white man? And then underneath it says, Sleepy Joe Biden was by far the worst president in American history. Taking office as a result of the most corrupt election ever seen in the United States, Biden oversaw a series of unprecedented disasters that brought our nation on the brink of destruction. His policies caused the highest inflation ever recorded, leading the U.S. dollar to lose more than 20% of its value in 4 years. This is so specific for a fucking plaque. His Green New scam surrendered American energy dominance, and by abolishing the southern border, Biden let 21 million people from all over the world pour into the United States, including from prisons, jails, mental institutions, and insane asylums. Again, if I was an editor, I want to take a line. Mental institutions is enough. We don't need to add insane asylums. His Afghanistan disaster was among the most humiliating events in American history. There's presidents who had slaves on the wall. His Afghanistan disaster was the most humiliating events in American history and resulted in the murder of 13 brave American service members, with many others gravely wounded. Seeing Biden's devastating weakness, Russia invaded Ukraine, and Hamas terrorists launched the heinous October 7th attack on Israel.
Can you imagine? The Hamas is on the walls of the White House. It's just like so. Let me just say this: it reveals having 2 plaques for Joe Biden just reveals your weird obsession. Again, it's how much more effective for him if it would have been one small plaque that just said Joe Biden, really not much to say, and that was the whole plaque. Like. The you proving how much you're thinking about this person just feels like this, weird ex-girlfriend situation. Like, why are you talking to me 2 plaques worth about Joe Biden? He was there for 4 years barely, and like it's so.
Someone on Twitter said, like, did they do this for everyone? Like, what do they say under James Polk? Like, this guy was a president. Nicknamed both Sleepy and Crooked, Joe Biden was dominated by his radical left handlers. They and their allies in the fake news media attempted to cover up his severe mental decline and his unprecedented use of the auto pen. Following his humiliating debate loss to President Trump in the big June 2024 debate, he was forced to withdraw from his campaign for re-election in disgrace. Biden weaponized law enforcement against his political opponents while also persecuting many other innocent people. He left office issuing blanket pardons to radical Democrat criminals and thugs, as well as members of the Biden crime family. But despite it all, President Trump would get reelected in a landslide and, all caps, save America.
I mean, it's just real. It's really witnessing in real time someone who's like knows on a real level they're not going to be viewed kindly and they're gone, and it's like literally just being like, I have to rewrite history and put it on the walls, and it's all going to be taken away, but I think that they
I don't know. I think you just whenever I have that feeling of whether it's this or when Trump's tweet about Rob Reiner, where I want to go like, look how disgusting this person is. I think you have to step back and go, America and American culture and the economic disparity and the lack of good education. It's not about this guy. It cultivated enough people,
a real thing in this country.
that don't look at this and go, Jesus fucking Christ, how would I ever? You can't make it about the person. Yeah, of course, this is just a crazy guy. That's not the part to focus on. It's that so many people, enough to win an election, that it would succeed. And so, per your point, so when the Democrat wins, if it happens, I think JD Vance, he's the one, if he wins, he's got to go in there and be like, do I leave these fucking plaques up? Yeah. How long do I have to? When can I replace the auto pen? Because someone like JD Vance, I think they're a little more, they know, yeah, I'm not going to play this crudely. I need to appeal to the middle.
I don't know that, or he just wants to be like, well, I want it to be real. I want it to be like respected like it was. And so do I have to because part of it now is like, oh, I'm part of this trash. It's very trashy. It's very tacky. It's very it's white trashy. Like it's very scummy. And so you're like, yeah, if he were in, would he want to be like, well, let's go back to it being like, I'm still going to be evil, but let's do it in a more respectable George Bush way rather than this trashy, gauche kind of way.
I'll tell you this, whenever a Democrat becomes president again, if that day ever comes, there's going to be a lot of jobs for spacklers.
Yeah.
There's going to be that White House for a while. Yeah, there's going to be no pictures because there's going to be holes all over the wall from everything that's been hung up that they have to take down.
You're listening to The Downside.
The Downside.
With Gianmarco Soresi.